I know sometimes you wonder, what's the governor up to? Well, 4 years ago, in the face of a $5 billion deficit and job losses, you asked me to get things done. It might surprise you to learn the progress we've made. I held the line on income and sales taxes by closing corporate loopholes. We passed all kids, making Illinois the only state to provide access to comprehensive health care for every single child. We increased school funding by more than $2 billion while raising graduation standards. We protected Illinois seniors from Medicare cuts. Now I want a new $1,000 per child tax credit for college, a jobs bill that will create 230,000 more jobs across Illinois. Over the years, I've ruffled feathers, had some rocky moments, added a second child, and learned how to get things done. I'm a little older and hopefully wiser, but one thing hasn't changed. I'm as committed as ever to work for you. Thanks for the chance.
Blagojevich, scandal after scandal. The U.S. Attorney is investigating endemic hiring fraud, and the Democratic Attorney General won't even endorse him. No wonder the Tribune calls him Governor Rod Ryan. Rod Blagojevich had enough.
Following a 9-week trial, jurors found Illinois power broker Tony Rezko, seen here wearing a coat and tie, guilty of federal fraud, money laundering, and bribery charges that prosecutors said Rezko performed as a top advisor for the state's governor.
I didn't hear anything new vis-a-vis Obama. I think we heard a whole lot new about Rezko and Governor Blagojevich and his administration.
Neither Obama nor the governor has been accused of any wrongdoing.
And CNN can now project that Barack Obama, 47 years old, will become the president-elect of the United States. We project he now has enough electoral votes.
75 and make Barack Obama, in our view, president-elect of the United States of America.
Yes, we can. Yes,
we have contacted all of our agencies across state government, and as of now, every agency has been ordered to suspend doing any business with the Bank of America. The Bank of America received $25 billion in taxpayer money as part of the financial bailout. This is exactly and precisely the kind of thing that isn't right when, on the one hand, powerful special interests get the help of taxpayer money to bail them out, the banks, and yet the purpose of that money was supposed to be to provide a line of credit to businesses like this, to keep workers working and keep people employed. And yet the Bank of America has yet to step up and say that they're going to be helpful to this company and keep these workers working. So unless and until they do that, we, the state of Illinois, will suspend doing any business with the Bank of America. And we hope that this kind of leverage and pressure will encourage the Bank of America to do the right thing for this business, take some of that federal tax money that they've received and invest it by providing the necessary credit to this company so these workers can keep their jobs.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Governor Rod Blagojevich has just been taken into federal custody.
Governor Blagojevich has taken us to a truly new level. Arrested in the middle of what we can only describe as a political corruption crime spree.
Old-fashioned audacity coupled with a serious lack of style.
If they don't perform, bleep them. That's a quote.
It reads like a David Mamet play. Cynicism and corruption. Astonishing.
Quote, fire all those bleeping people. Get them the bleep out of there.
The most amazing bleeping thing of all, Governor was released on his own recognizance. He still holds the power to make that Senate appointment. Some people are trying to take it out of his hands.
The Illinois General Assembly should enact a law as quickly as possible, calling for a special election to fill the Senate vacancy of Barack Obama. No appointment by this governor under these circumstances could produce a credible replacement.
Quote, it's a bleeping valuable thing. It's bleeping golden. I'm just not giving it up for bleeping nothing.
If you take an oath of office, if you don't carry out that oath of office, you need to do the right thing, and that is to step aside.
I am saddened and sobered by the news that came out of the U.S. Attorney's Office today. As this is an ongoing investigation involving the governor, I don't think it will be appropriate for me to comment. I had no contact with the governor or his office, and so I was not aware of what was happening.
If it isn't the most corrupt state in the United States, it's certainly one hell of a competitor.
This guy's just a punk. He's an arrogant punk. He's a punk.
Yeah, I'm tired just listening.
Can't use the other words that he used in the wiretap.
Right.
I don't believe there's any cloud that hangs over me.
Governor,
Well, getting back to that, can we
I think there's nothing but sunshine hanging over me. Let me answer that. Your question is, and by the way, I should say, if anybody wants to tape my conversations, go right ahead. Feel free to do it. I appreciate anybody who wants to tape me openly and notoriously, and those who feel like they want to sneakily and wear, taping devices. I would remind them that it kind of smells like Nixon and Watergate. Yeah, see, I think if I were given a chance to be on a show like this, I'd have an unfair advantage against all the other contestants, because when you deal with snakes and bugs and rats, I've had all that experience in politics, and so I think I'm probably overqualified and probably have an advantage, and they may want to handicap it, because it's probably not fair to the rest of the celebrities who are here to have to compete against somebody like me, because I'm well schooled in this. Yeah, I'm competitive, and if I had a chance to be on this show, I'd do the best I could and do whatever it takes to try to do it the way you're supposed to do it. I'll do anything, right? Legal and ethical and honest.
Of course.
I'm competing because I've been wronged and maliciously accused of things I didn't do. I'm fighting back.
So, Governor, you have a hell of a lot of guts, I have to tell you that. I have friends where things have happened to them. They crawl into a corner, they die. You're out there punching, so I respect that.
I appreciate that. I was thinking how nice it was to be able to be part of this sort of healthy camaraderie between a bunch of guys who are now on the same team. Coming out of politics and government, it's a whole new experience. I'll tell you the way you guys think I should hedge you guys on some politics.
See, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
First thing I would have told you like this, hang up the phone. Hang up the phone. Rob, hang up the phone, man. Call me from the payphone. Brothers know, call me from the payphone. Man, what's that clicking? Rob Blagojevich, he's the elephant in the room. There's got to be something you want people to know about you. You must have some information that the rest of the world doesn't have for you to put yourself out there.
Why exactly are you here? Honest to God. What?
Well, I've been wanting to be on your show in the worst way for the longest time.
Well, you're on in the worst way, believe me. No getting around that.
So I figured I had to get impeached and thrown out of office to get a chance to get invited by you.
I was looking down the records here. Otto Kerner, Democrat, governor of the state of Illinois, convicted on 17 counts of bribery, conspiracy, perjury, and charges related to accepting bribes. Daniel Walker, Democrat. He was convicted in 1987 of improprieties relating to the First American Savings and Loan Association Bank, sentenced to 7 years. He is the governor. Governor George Ryan, currently serving a 6.5-year prison term at a medium security prison, and is scheduled to be out. He'll be out and walking around 2013. Now, I mean, is this just part of the oath of office that you guys take? I mean, how is this possible?
Well, the trial of Rob Blagojevich resumes today with testimony from a state official who says he got his job after making campaign contributions.
Joni Lum is at the Dirksen Federal Building where the trial is getting underway. Good morning, Joni.
Hello there. That state official, Ali Atta, testified that he wrote two $25,000 checks and gave them to the Blagojevich campaign. Then he was appointed to be the executive director of the Illinois Finance Authority, the government trying to show how the Blagojevich administration operated pay-to-play politics. Rob Blagojevich entered the building at about 9:20. His wife, Patty, has a noticeably new haircut. They, for a second day, will listen to Ali Atta, prosecutors trying to show that the former governor and his inner circle were involved in schemes to enrich themselves. Blagojevich is charged with 24 counts, including trying to sell Barack Obama's vacated Senate seat. So far, prosecutors are trying to show that payments went through convicted fundraiser Tony Rezko. There are other witnesses expected today, including the deputy governor, Bradley Tusk, who the governor allegedly ordered to put pressure on Rahm Emanuel for some campaign money. Rahm Emanuel, the White House chief of staff, was then the representative of the 5th District and has been subpoenaed in connection with this trial. Live at the Dirksen Federal Building, Joni Lum, Fox Chicago News.
Thank you, Joni.
For the past 6 days, the government has played tapes that they've chosen to play. And as I've said all along for the past year and a half, those tapes show that I've not committed any crimes. When my lawyers attempted to play a tape that will begin the process of actually exonerating me, the government objected to them playing the tapes. But thank goodness the judge saved me and stepped in and made it clear that when I testify, which I will, and I can't wait to testify to set the record straight and clarify some of these conversations and tell the people of Illinois exactly what was on my mind and what I was trying to do and what I ultimately attempted to do, then I know when I testify, as the judge has said, he'll allow those tapes to be played. And so, again, I want to acknowledge the sense of relief that I have that the judge saved me by doing what he did today.
Why